Today for the Bitcoin price, Bitcoin just surprisingly broke down here after we broke above this very important level. And the question everyone is asking right now, is this the end of the bull trend and will Bitcoin go further down here? Or is this just a pit stop for Bitcoin before we are reaching new all-time highs? Well guys, there is something extremely interesting unfolding in the charts for Bitcoin right now. I do want to show you the shocking truth about the Bitcoin price right now. You can literally not afford to be missing out on that video, so make sure you sit down, you scroll down, you smash up the like button, you press subscribe, press the bell and press on all, just to make sure not to be missing out on the next video. I will be also showing you all my trades on Bybit, on Phemex, what I did with my Bybit trade here after this breakdown, completely transparently. So get ready for the video, and with that being said, welcome crypto fans and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always we are really pumped to go straight into the content. Okay guys, and as always we are starting here on the hourly candles for the Bitcoin price, and in today's video I have bad news for you and I also have good news. I want to start with the bad news, not only to end up the video positively, but also because the good news have a much heavier weight here. Let's start with the bad news. We are here on the hourly candles, and you can see that Bitcoin, after this breakout with significant volume, we were actually bullish about that, was forming some kind of a bull flag. It was going on for way too long. There was not enough follow-through volume, so there were some warning signs. However, this breakdown, I want to be honest, it catch me by surprise. However, I was prepared for this scenario, even though it was the less likely one. I will show you later in my trades, in both of my trades, how I was planning this situation and also how I am playing this situation right now with my trades. I will be showing it to you. First of all, here the bad news. We broke back below, and this level, of course, was a very important one to hold. The retest was not successful. There is no way around it. However, guys, look at this. We bounced here from the previous horizontal support, a resistance line, which was nice, but the problem is this retest here, it was a bearish retest and it was successful. We retested the previous resistance of 12,100, which before failed as support and then went down once again. So in the immediate short term, this is not bullish, and this decreases the chance of Bitcoin. This retest here decreases the chance of Bitcoin to break out by today or tomorrow. Of course, it's still possible. I am still in my long-term trade here, but this decreases our chance to break out here in the immediate short term. This was the first part of the bad news. Let me go over here and remind you on why this was such an important level, not only to break, but then also to hold. I always said in the video, a daily candle, but if you want to be very sure, even a weekly candle close above it would be important. So one part of the bad news is that we closed the daily candle and regardless broke back down, but the good news is the weekly candle still has to close. So in case Bitcoin breaks above and closes the weekly candle above, that would be the confirmation here for it, and that would finally give us this fuel here towards the upside. However, this didn't happen yet, and it is not looking perfectly well here in the immediate short term. If you do remember, guys, let me diminish this here, what this here is, and this is still valid, and this is what I really want to take you away from that. This is the first point of the video. We are here in this consolidation phase still. This one here, this breakout, is considered right now just to be another fake out. So us here being back below, as long, look at this, we are not closing below the 10.5 thousand US dollar level. This is still in place. As long as Bitcoin closes not below this level, we are still in this macro uptrend. We are still in this upwards trajectory. So I do want you to zoom out of the charts, go on the higher time frames, go on the daily, go on the weekly, and govern the price action here on the higher time frames, because it's extremely important to remind yourself that what happened here might be only a small fake out, only a small break within our upwards trajectory, and maybe Bitcoin continues here a little bit longer in this consolidation period. And just to remind you what this consolidation period is, let me go back here into the 2015, 2016 areas, and you can see the exact same fractal here unfolding for Bitcoin. We were going above, we had some small little fake outs, Bitcoin was eventually going here longer in that in that consolidation phase. You were even able to see, after some fake outs here, you were able to see Bitcoin breaking down, shaking out the last weekends just before we went up to the parabolic run towards the upside. So you could expect something similar unfolding for Bitcoin right now, and you shouldn't be all too surprised if Bitcoin even here breaks down to 11,200, 10,500. All of that is possible before we are eventually breaking out. I am certainly still very confident that we are in this upwards trajectory. Going to the weekly candles here, you can see the weekly candle is still green here, so absolutely no reason to freak out, even if we would to print a red weekly candle. But also here, the 21-week moving average. Remember that we always have to retest it in every single bull market. Here we retested it 7 times in the last bull market. So of course Bitcoin has to eventually come down at one point. We can just hope that it will be in like 3-4 weeks when this one rose to levels like above 10,500 US dollars. That would be very important. But of course, keep that in mind as well. And this is the good news, guys. This is the good news. Do you remember how I was talking about this wick of accumulation pattern? Let me go to the 3-day candles. You can see that Bitcoin was printing this perfect wick of accumulation pattern here, and you can see here in this picture that it is actually a perfect copy of this textbook wick of accumulation pattern. And the question everyone is asking me right now on Telegram and Twitter and so on, is this now invalid? Is this final stage E now invalid and we are not going to break out? Well, this is a little bit generic here. You could just take this over here. The only important thing is that the Bitcoin price is not breaking down below 10.5, respectively below 9.6 level, because in this case this would be considered a rejection. So far everything is still perfectly on track here, and the wick of accumulation phase can still play out very well for us. And the nice thing about this is, as you probably know if you watched our previous video here, this is a bearish accumulation pattern which ends a bear phase here, and with which eventually after this breakout, unfortunately this was the fake out here, confirms for us the start of the parabolic bull run to new all-time highs. This is the beauty about the wick of accumulation pattern, and this is the positive news I wanted to bring to you today, because this is not invalidated right now. The bull market is not invalidated, and the only thing we have to hold here is 10.5k respectively 9.6k here, especially on a weekly basis. So people, very important, expect the unexpected, and furthermore, breakdown of Bitcoin here in this consolidation phase is in the room of possibilities. Please be prepared for everything right now. I am still sticking here on the bullish side on the weekly candles. I was trading this breakout and I am still in my long-term trade here. However, my short-term trade, as you saw, I closed it already, the short-term trade on Bybit, because I don't want to take the risk here of Bitcoin going down and liquidating me. And this is why I closed it here approximately at a break-even point. Also, guys, I want to take here a few moments of appreciation, because your support is invaluable. It is completely crazy. We are the fastest growing channel and the channel with the most views in the last 1 to 2 weeks in the whole world. I mean, it's completely crazy, guys. I cannot express in words how crazy this is. Thank you so much for that. You are making us the biggest channel in the world in terms of views within the last 1 or 2 weeks. I mean, it blew my mind, guys. Thank you so much for that. So now let me go over and show you my trades here. First of all, this is my trade on Phoenix. This trade is still open because I don't think that we broke the bullet trajectory yet. And of course, Bitcoin can go lower now. I just talked about that. We have this range where Bitcoin can be bouncing in between. So I wouldn't freak out here completely. I am still holding this trade. It is right now at 57,000 US dollars in profit. And yeah, also as you remember, I had a second trade over on Bybit. If you were to go up here, you can see that this long is right now closed. I closed it here. Actually, my stop loss was above my entry price, but they were not able to close it perfectly here, so they closed it below. And then with the funding rate, I am here in a closed profit and loss of 0.12 Bitcoin. It is completely fine here, considering that it was a high risk trade and that I closed it actually at break even. But as you know, sometimes these stop losses, they don't get triggered perfectly, and then we also have the funding rate. Otherwise this would have been a close in at break even, but I can completely bear this $1,400 loss if I have this other trade open with 57,000 US dollars. Of course, guys, Give me some feedback if you want to me to show my trades in the future, the good ones, the bad ones, completely transparently for you. Give me feedback here. Let's break new all-time highs on the likes. Smash up the like button, press subscribe, press the bell, press on all, just to make sure not to miss out on the next video here. I made the last 24 hours 4 videos, guys. If you want to get notified, you have to press the bell, you have to press on all. And also, guys, if you want to trade like me here on leverage, please only do it if you're an experienced trader. It is very risky. You need a proper risk management, and you shouldn't just copy my trades here. If you are experienced, scroll down it in the pinned comment. I have $502 completely for free for you. If you click the Bybit link, the Phemex link, or the Dudex link, or all of them, I am trading on all of these exchanges. You put in your email address and your password. After an initial deposit, you get these bonuses immediately for free, and you can trade with these bonuses. And a $502 bonus would be at a 20x leverage, a $10,000 trade, completely for free. You can only touch your own money and withdraw the profits from this free trade from the exchange as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please be cautious about Bitcoin right now. The price action is not bullish in the immediate short term. We will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as always, click the subscription box right here, and also click the Bybit tutorial if you haven't watched it already right there. And as always, guys, as always, bye bye.